Hello and welcome to the Credit Guys YouTube channel, the show where we talk all things credit and finance related. I'm your host, Gilberto. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about 4 habits that can change your life financially. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Habits that can change your life financially forever, or the trajectory of your financial life. The first thing is going to be managing spending. What do I mean by managing spending? Well, consolidate all of your debts using no interest options. So for example, if you have a credit card that's maxed out and you're paying 14.99% interest on it, or if you have an auto loan and you're paying, let's say 7, 8, 9, 10% interest rate on it every month, or if you have student loans and you're paying, 15, 16% interest rate on them, the best thing to do is to consolidate all of those loans. And for the first thing you can do with your credit cards is look for a balance transfer credit card. So a balance transfer credit card, essentially what it is they will basically transfer over your debt from one credit card to theirs at 0% interest. Offers for 0 for up to 12 months, sometimes 15 months, all the way up to even 20 months. And what that does is it gives you a time frame where you can now manageably pay that credit card off without paying any interest. So it saves you a ton of money on interest. The next thing is going to be for your auto loans. If you've had your auto car or your car for more than 6 months and you've made good on-time payments, call up the bank and say, hey, I would like to refinance my vehicle. They'll run your credit, and 9 times out of 10, you'll get a lower interest rate offer on it. So if you're paying 8 or 9%, it might drop down to 3 or 4%. Every month, that's going to be saving you money that can go in your pocket, in your savings, or for other activities. The same thing if you're paying student loans. A great company that I would highly recommend is SoFi, S-O-F-I, SoFi credit card company. They will basically consolidate your student loans into one big loan and also drop your interest rates. So tip number 1, manage your spending by consolidating all your debts and interest rates. Tip number 2, save before spending. So what do I mean by save before spending? What you're gonna do is basically take your monthly income. So for example, let's say you're making $5,000 a month, right? It's a fixed amount for this example, and then you're gonna get a spreadsheet, put $5,000 income coming in, and then you're gonna make another column and say income going out. And on this income going out column, what you're going to put is all the money that comes out every month regardless of what you do. So that means your rent or mortgage, your vehicle payment, your internet, your water, your electricity, and your light bill, or electricity and light bill, right? So you're going to add all those things up. You know for a fact every month to just even live, all these things are going to be coming out. So you take that $5,000 income and you subtract that from all of your debts that are going to come out every month. And let's say you're just left with $2,000 a month. Okay, perfect. Now, with those $2,000, what you're going to do is you're going to put money aside first into savings, and then you're going to spend the rest of it, right? Most people do the opposite. They spend, and then at the end of the month, if they even have any money left over, they might put that into savings, right? That's the complete opposite of what you want to do. So once you have all that figured out, let's say you have $2,000 left, that $2,000, I typically am a little more aggressive. I like to save anywhere from 80 to 85%, depending on your personal situation. So let's say from that $2,000, you take $1,500. That $1,500, you're gonna put it into your savings account, or you're gonna put it into a fund that you wanna use to maybe grow or start a business, right? So take that $1,500, put it to the side, you're left with $500. Now for the next 30 days, that $500 is yours to go and blow it on whatever. On movies, you can go to the mall, you can go to the Nike store, Apple store, whatever you want, right? And if you can't afford it, well then you wait till next month and you save up and you add another $500, now you have $1,000, right? It is a sacrifice, but again, good things take time to build and habits take time to build. And if you want to get out of your financial situation, if you want to grow financially, right, you have to make those sacrifices. So again, whatever's left over after you save, go ahead and spend it, treat yourself, do whatever. Tip number 3, read books or listen to podcasts. So this was a big one for me in the beginning of my journey. I read a lot of finance books. One of the best and easiest books to read that I started off with is The Richest Man in Babylon. Again, that's The Richest Man in Babylon. It's a great book. It just teaches you the fundamentals and helps you understand how money really works. And again, one of the big factors of it is pay yourself first before you start giving your money away, right? A lot of people give their money, you're going to work, you're busting your butt for your salary, for your job, right? And then as soon as you get that paycheck, you give it away so quickly. You give it away to some shoes at Target, at Starbucks, all these subscription services that you have. Instead of doing that, pay yourself. Keep that money for yourself. All that hard-earned money that you work for, keep it for yourself. And then whatever's left over, then you spend it. So again, that third tip is read books. My first recommendation is The Richest Man in Babylon. And then the last tip is going to be start working on a side hustle, right? If you know that you are capped out at your job and your income is not going to increase, the best thing you can start doing is looking for ways to increase your income on the side. And that could be, maybe you already have a particular skill set. Maybe you're good at cutting hair, or if you're a girl, you're good at doing nails, or maybe you are really good with math and you can start being a tutor to somebody, right? Start some kind of side hustle that during your downtime, you can supplement with extra income. And eventually, if you get really good at it, that extra side hustle income and that extra side hustle can actually even one day replace your job, giving you more freedom to be your own boss and the freedom to basically live life more on your terms. So those are the 4 tips for today that I think will help you become more financially free and established. I'm Gilberto with Credit Guys. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe and be on the lookout for our next video. Until next time, take care.